Buckle up, gearheads. Today we're taking a thrilling ride back in time to explore the exciting origins of the iconic Hot Wheels. Join us as we uncover the story behind the very first Hot Wheels cars that ignited a miniature revolution in the world of toy cars. There were 16, but there are a lot of variant versions to collect.
In 1968, Mattel, under the guidance of designer Elliott Handler, introduced Hot Wheels as a response to the success of Matchbox cars, which started in 1953. Do you know how he got the idea?
I do.
Go ahead.
So his son was playing, Elliott Handler's son was playing with some Matchbox cars when he was a little kid, and Elliott thought how boring they were. So he wanted something to be more sleek and more like Matchbox cars at the time were very designed for the cars of the time.
Okay.
They were very utilitarian.
Ordinary.
Yeah, like ordinary cars. There wasn't anything special. He wanted something that would grab the attention of kids in the 60s, like hot rods and something more spectacular than just a regular car.
So rather than an ordinary car that you'd see out in the street, he wanted to create like a fantasy item.
Yes, exactly. He wanted to turn those muscle cars that were just
Sport
on the
cars
because a lot of the original 16 are actually concept cars, not real cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But Hot Wheels weren't just ordinary toy cars. Designed originally by Harry Bentley Bradley, who was a car designer for General Motors. The cars were sleek, fast, designed for speed. Again, this idea of bringing like a little fantasy element into these cars. Elliott and Bradley didn't want to make regular cars. They wanted unique hot rods, like Chad just said. Hot Wheels were so successful right from the start that they ended up taking over the competition. Did you know that since 1997, both Hot Wheels and Matchbox are owned by Mattel?
I didn't know that.
And eventually they'll be bought by Hasbro.
That's right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until I actually researched for this.
Yeah.
The inaugural lineup of Hot Wheels cars is famously known as the Sweet 16.
That's a great name.
Featuring 16 distinct and revolutionary models. Each car sported vibrant paint jobs and unique designs, setting Hot Wheels apart from the competition. Right now, we're going to look at the different cars that came out with the Sweet 16. The first one is the Beatnik Bandit, a futuristic low-slung car. Next up, the Custom Barracuda, based on the 1965 Plymouth Barracuda. The Custom Camaro, based on the 1967 Chevy Camaro. The Custom Corvette, based on the 1968 Chevy Corvette. The Custom Cougar, based on the 1967, I detect a trend here, Mercury Cougar. See, he took modern cars, and made them.
Right.
Next up, the Custom Eldorado, based on the 1968, you guessed it, Cadillac Eldorado.
That's a nice car.
That is a nice car. All of these are nice cars. The 1968 Camaro.
Camaro's a beautiful car.
My God, I'd buy one now. The Custom Firebird, based on the 1968 Pontiac Firebird. The Custom Fleetside, a custom designed truck, so it wasn't a real truck. The Custom Mustang, based on the 1967 Ford Mustang. I would buy one now.
A 1967 Ford Mustang. Those are fantastic. I knew someone who had one, and he had it painted in a speckly purple gloss.
I'm not a car guy.
Me neither. Not usually.
I made dress look like one, but one of those old Mustangs. Oh, in a second.
Well, yeah. I got something I want to say about that in a little bit.
The Custom T-Bird, based on the 1967 Ford T-Bird. A custom Volkswagen, which was based on a custom-designed Volkswagen Beetle. Probably the one that I would pass on. I actually owned a Volkswagen, 82 Volkswagen Beetle at one point in my life.
I have an old friend of mine out there who's in the middle of restoring a Beetle right now.
Really?
Yeah.
A Diora, a futuristic pickup truck with orange and yellow surfboards.
Nice.
A Ford J-Car, which was a prototype race car. A Hot Heap, based on the real-life show car King T, also known as Tognotti's T. A Python, a two-seated sports car. And finally, a Silhouette, a long, low-slung sports car.
Nice.
Some of these cars have variants that are very hard to find. For example, there are versions of the Cougar and the Camaro that have black tops. There's also interior color variation. Some of them match the interior of the car, matches the exterior of the car. And finally, there's a Mustang which came with ribbed rear windows.
Nice.
For her pleasure.
I was going to make the same joke, and then I was like, nah, don't do it.
One of the standout features of these early Hot Wheels cars was the introduction of Spectra Flame Finish. It's the color of the cars. These cars really stood out when you were a kid. When you bought Hot Wheels cars, they looked just different than Matchbox cars. This innovative paint technique gave the cars a shiny metallic appearance, adding a touch of glamour to the miniature racers. The paint was also designed to be more durable than traditional toy cars. If you had old Matchbox cars, the paint would chip off.
Yeah, well, you could damage them really easily.
With Hot Wheels, they wouldn't chip off as easy. This helped to ensure that the cars could withstand the rough and tumble play of children.
Especially because what are you doing with those cars? You're crashing.
You're crashing them. You're running them off stuff.
Yep.
Spectra Flame paint is still used today on some Hot Wheels cars. All these years later. That's 50-something years later, right? Almost 60 years later.
Yeah.
Oof. As a nod to the brand's history and legacy, it remains a huge part of the brand and a big point among collectors and fans of the brand. It is often noted as one of the key factors that helped to make Hot Wheels the iconic brand that it is today. And we're not done yet. Each of the 16 cars came in a variety of different colors. So it wasn't like the Camaro was purple and the Firebird was red. They came in a bunch of different colors. So there's like over 100 different possibilities with these first 16 cars. So here are some of the varying colors that you could have found these cars in. So some of them come in all the colors. Some come in a couple of colors. Some of them actually come in certain colors in the U.S. and came in different colors in Japan, which is also a little bit strange. So here are some of the colors. Antifreeze.
Cool color. Yeah. That bright green.
Aqua. Blue.
No. Not as exciting.
Ice blue. Not all our home runs. Light blue. A lot of blue colors in the 1960s. Brown. Copper. Gold, green, lime yellow, magenta, olive, orange, Brian's favorite color, hot pink, matches his underwear. Wait, no, creamy pink matches underwear. Purple, red, rose, teal, and finally, white. That's a lot of different varieties.
Be nice to have a white Cadillac Eldorado.
Yeah, you're right.
Both as the Hot Wheel and a real
car.
Yeah.
There are so many different versions of these initial 16 a month. It's got to be 100 or so, or maybe more.
Yeah.
And it wasn't only the vibrant colors that set Hot Wheels apart. Another groundbreaking feature was the introduction of the red line tires. These distinct red striped tires not only enhanced the overall aesthetics, but also would make the cars perform better than their Matchbox counterparts. They were faster, sleeker, better. And they performed well on the Hot Wheels tracks.
Nice.
I had one when I was a kid, one of the ramps.
Oh, I did too.
I played with that thing.
I had the loop-de-loop one.
I played with that thing for hours.
Yeah, I loved it. Oh.
And I wasn't really a big car kid, but
that
thing was awesome. The eye-catching blister cards the cars were on helped them fly off the shelves. What is a blister pack? It is the package in which Hot Wheels are sold. A cardboard backing with artwork and a clear cellophane bubble glued to the cardboard. The Hot Wheels is displayed in the bubble.
The Matchbox cars were not sold like that.
I believe they were also.
Oh, but Hot Wheels had a better design for the cards? Hot Wheels
had a more catchy, more youth-oriented design.
Hotter.
More
eye-catching.
eye-catching.
Yeah, okay.
For the
dynamic.
For the times.
Dynamic. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it was like an orange blister car with yellow and Hot Wheels, the logo of Hot Wheels.
Like the new kid on the block, kind of like, hey, look at us. Yeah. Yeah.
The Sweet 16 were sold on blister cards that were designed by Otto Cunny. They were red and orange and came with a Hot Wheels button. Each car had their own unique one. I bet you those are worth good money too nowadays.
Like a button you wear on your jacket? Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's cool.
They advertised the Hot Wheels were the fastest metal cars in the world. They also noted that the mag wheels and the exclusive torso bar suspension. The back of each blister card showed pictures of the features and list of the 16 cars. The response to Hot Wheels was immediate and overwhelming. Kids and collectors alike were captivated by the speed, style, and attention to detail of these teeny automotive marvels.
They're authentic. They're the fastest miniature metal cars you've ever seen. New Hot Wheels, only from Mattel. California custom-style cars with power bulges, torsion bar suspensions, chrome engines, red stripe racing slicks. New Hot Wheels. There's more. Collect them by themselves or get them in action sets with special track and accessories. So you can race them or stunt them. Choose from the strip action set, the drag race action set, the stunt action set, the hot curves race action set. New Hot Wheels, only from Mattel. The fastest miniature metal cars you've ever seen.
The success of the first Hot Wheels cars paved the way for an expansive and enduring toy line that still lasts today.
Oh, yeah. They're everywhere. The condition counts in these first 16 cars. Many of these cars, when they were first sold, were played with because, like comics, people would throw them out or just play with them, damage them.
They weren't collectible. They were toys.
Yeah, and they played with a lot. So they got knocked around, scuffed, otherwise damaged in some way. Finding these in mint condition, or better yet, still in an original card, commands a very high premium.
Do you have any?
No.
I don't have any of my Hot Wheels left.
I don't have any left.
I haven't bought a Hot Wheels car.
Yeah.
Maybe if they have Batmobile, I might have one of those down.
You have a bunch of Batmobiles.
I do have a bunch of Batmobiles.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're Hot Wheels though. And there you have it. The thrilling journey into the origins of the first Hot Wheels cars, a collection that not only rolled into playrooms, but also zoomed its way into the hearts of a generation. Join us next time as we shift gears and explore more fascinating stories from the world of toys and nostalgia. Keep those engines revving, and until next time, love what you collect.
Collect what you love.
That was a great ending. See you next time.